Okay, Marvel, The Beyonders, Avengers Secret War, Miles Morales. You know who it is. Let's get into the reaction of this video.
Marvel Studios and Disney just teased the Beyonder and Miles Morales for Avengers Secret Wars. Not for Avengers Doomsday, but specifically for Avengers Secret Wars. In an official event in Sao Paulo, Brazil, Marvel Studios showed this poster during their panel, their official panel. They showed this poster that shows Captain America, Miles Morales, and the Beyonder with the logo for Avengers Secret Wars. So they are actually teasing now. I mean, this was kind of going over the slate, but they are teasing Secret Wars and what could be. Really teasing the Beyonder here, and of course Miles Morales as well, but the Beyonder has so many gigantic implications for what could happen at the end of Avengers Doomsday and also in Avengers Secret Wars. This is what the Brazilian outlet Omelete had to say, who were in attendance of this event. This is coming from their site, which I had translated into English from Portuguese, and it's titled Avengers Secret Wars, Disney shows movie poster featuring Miles Morales. And the Beyonder, I would say, is essentially bigger news, but I'm so excited for Miles. Artwork montage revealed at an event in Sao Paulo. Disney revealed today on the 28th, so this would have been yesterday, an unofficial poster for Avengers Secret Wars, the sixth film featuring the heroes of the MCU, which include characters like Miles Morales and the Beyonder. Although the image didn't come from Marvel Studios, it was used in an official presentation during the studio's upfront event held in Sao Paulo. That's really interesting. So you can see here the poster, and you can see it's clearly being used in their panel here. This is footage that they took. They're literally going over the panel here. This is Disney's showcase. It's there. Now, this is a fan poster by, I believe it's Casper. It could be Asper, but that crescent moon there, I believe, is a C. So I believe it's by this artist Casper. Now, as you can see here, it has the Beyonder. It has Doctor Doom. Actually, in the top left, you can see Thor. You can see
That looks
the Wasp.
interesting.
In the top right, you can see the Hulk, which is weird because it's actually... This is Professor Hulk, and this, I'm pretty sure this exact concept art was used for Avengers Endgame. And then you have Gambit right here. We have Captain Marvel, Reed Richards, which this was another fan art creation, maybe from the same artist. But then we have Miles Morales. We have Storm, Halle Berry's Storm, and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, with, of course, Sam Wilson's Captain America. It's very interesting that they decided to go with this poster. Now, they had to have asked this artist to use this piece of work that he created, but it's so interesting that they specifically chose this because in all the other panels that they chose to do, everything else that they've done, everything we've seen them do, they've either used concept art that they've had made for Doom, and we've seen a lot of that recently, or they've used a picture of Spider-Man, or just a logo for Avengers Doomsday / Avengers Secret Wars. We've never actually seen them use any fan art.
Yeah.
This would be kind of the first time. Now, they have worked with artists before in the past, like with Boss Logic, but this is very interesting. It seems very intentional. And again, I have to remind everybody that Marvel is very aware of what they do when it comes to these events because they know people are going to put it online and everybody's going to start talking about it. I believe all the marketing that we're seeing is very, very intentional. So I think we're getting teased here for the Beyonder and for Miles Morales, which I'm excited for. But Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel, he said, we can't use Miles until after Beyond the Spider-Verse. Well, Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out before Avengers Secret Wars. So it seems like Miles might be in that movie. Now, here's something that you should know about Secret Wars. In the comics, they're referred to in two different stories, the 1984 version and the 2015 version. Both of these stories involve the Beyonder or the Beyonders. They involve Battleworld and they involve Doom stealing the powers of the Beyonder or the Beyonders. So if this is the case, it seems like there's a pretty obvious and common theme here. The Beyonder and Doom taking the Beyonder or the Beyonders powers and Battleworld. So basically, in the 1984 comic storyline, the Beyonder transports heroes and villains to Battleworld. And he says, I am from the beyond, slay your enemies, and I will grant your desire. Nothing is beyond your imagination. I can grant anything, he basically
Wow,
says.
this is going to be
What ends up
interesting.
happening there is Doom ends up creating a device and uses certain people to eventually take the powers of the Beyonder. Eventually, with Molecule Man, he's actually another really important character who is in both, they manage to get the powers back from Doom. So, that's the 1984 version. But Doom, the biggest part there is they're on Battleworld. Doom takes the powers of the Beyonder, just a single one person Beyonder, and eventually loses those powers. But then in the 2015 story, building up to it, there's an event called Time Runs Out, which goes right into Secret Wars, which has Doctor Doom with Molecule Man and with Doctor Strange actually attacking these cosmic gods called the Beyonders. There's more than one. And they found out that the Beyonders were going to this. They not only did they create the multiverse, but they were going to destroy it. They set one Molecule Man who was exactly the same in every single universe, in each universe, and they were essentially bombs. And they were going to ignite them and destroy the entire multiverse. So Doom found out about this, and with the help of a Molecule Man, he ended up collecting a bunch of them and threw them all at the Beyonders, killing them. And through Molecule Man, he actually got their power.
Yo, we're going to be witnessing a lot of variants. The Miles Morales teaser, Beyonders, and all that. I just feel like what they're doing is going to be teasing a lot of stuff. Are we going to see a teaser of a real life black actor playing Miles Morales? That's what I think that they're gonna do. Or are they gonna try and like do it like they do in the movies where they kind of go from animation, a movie to animation, like film to animation? Are they gonna do that? I don't think they will. I think they would tease that, but I feel like they will do it the opposite way. They will make Miles Morales a real character on film as a variant. That's what I think they're gonna do because that's what people want to see. And I think that would be cool to see that on camera. I feel like we're gonna see a lot of variants, as I said, a lot of spoilers here and there, like they've done with the Wolverine Deadpool thing, when you saw Superman as Wolverine. I've got the guy's name. Henry Ford, is it? No, not Henry Ford. What I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Um, yeah, I feel like we're gonna see a lot of stuff like that, like cameos here and there, and to let the fans lose their mind, kind of thing. Because obviously, when we saw Gambit and all that, everyone lost their mind on camera. I remember seeing clips of it in the cinemas. So I think that we're gonna tease a lot of that stuff, and yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do a Miles Morales actual movie. I would love to see that too, that side of Spider Man, because they did say that they're gonna possibly keep the Tony Maguire's Spider Man, and I feel like that would be makes sense if they were to keep him, just in case in the future they could do that type of movie and make him a mentor like they did in the game. If you guys know the game, you know the game, but that would be cool to see that on the screen, man. Because yeah, I would really want to see that on the screen. Put it that way. The Beyonders. I know he said he's more excited regarding Beyonders. I'm more excited about Miles Morales, to be honest, than the Beyonders. But whatever, everyone has yeah, their favorite stuff they want to see. But in entirety, the whole entirety thing, everyone wants to see the whole thing. You know what I mean? So yeah,
He became a god, and as the multiverse was being destroyed, he created Battleworld. Once he was on Battleworld, Molecule Man was still there, kept hidden, kept secret, and ultimately it came down to Reed Richards finally going toe-to-toe with Doctor Doom, and at the end, Doctor Doom basically has an ego trip and he says, just say it, Reed, if you had these powers, if you had created the world, you would have done it better. And Doom is basically saying like, yeah, you would have done it better, wouldn't you? Just say
yeah,
it, admit it. And then eventually Reed's like, yeah, Doom, I would have done it better. So then Molecule Man goes, well, okay, if you both agree. And Doom's like, wait, no, wait. But then Molecule Man takes the powers from Doom, gives them to Reed. So we've been wondering how Doom is really going to ascend beyond any villain that we've seen in the MCU. And we've seen Thanos and he was freaking awesome. So how does he get stronger than Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet? How does he get more powerful than Kang, who we saw? Because, I mean, that did happen. We just can't act like it didn't happen, right? We've always, of course, been thinking it's going to be a combination of his sorcery and the tech that he probably gets from Kang and like the 10 rings and Kamala Khan's bangle. But it does seem like if this really is legitimate, which again, they used this at an official event, they were showing it on screen, they were talking about it. So if this is official, if this is something they're teasing, it sounds like the Beyonder could be involved in some way, shape, or form. And it sounds like Doom, pretty much based on the stories Marvel's already told, is destined to take the power of the Beyonder or the Beyonders. The only question is, how would they work in that story? Well, since a lot of multiverse stuff is happening, and if the Beyonders, if we go with the, multiple of them, if they kind of built a multiverse, then that would mean they could kind of be upset that the multiverse is kind of being messed with, or they could simply find out that the multiverse is actually being destroyed because the Beyonders are destroying it. There's a lot of ways that this could work.
Yeah.
I do still like the other options of there being anchor beings and there also being people who caused incursions, and that's why Doom is seeking them out. So it could be worked in a different way, but it does sound like the Beyonder is going to have some role to play here. And we've already been introduced to big cosmic entities like Eternity, the Living Tribunal. We've seen Celestials now. So I don't think it would be too big for casual audiences to understand. Like, it's not that complex if you simply explain these entities created the multiverse. They can kill it. They have immense power, and Doom takes their power. There you go. It's really not that hard to understand. So looks like that could happen. And then Miles, I'd be super excited for Miles. So I would proceed with a little caution because it is a fan poster, but Disney again used this at an official event, an official presentation. They had it on the screen, as you can see. So seems pretty real, but would you like the Beyonder to actually be in this? And if the Beyonder comes, Molecule Man probably has to come as well. And I would love Robert Pattinson to play that role. But let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video.
That's the end of the video. This poster is definitely intentional. Man, they're slowly getting there. Like, and as I said, I'll go back to the poster. The poster is definitely intentional, because of the characters they're using in the poster. As you said, they're all relevant characters as we're speaking right now. Like, Captain America. I don't like to call him Captain America, but the black, yeah, whatever. Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, Miles Morales. The way everything is, you got the Wasp in the corner, you got Thor, you got Gambit, you got the Hulk. These characters, Halle Berry, the characters that they've used as well. It's, as you said, Halle Berry, Storm. Like, these characters that they've put in there, it's definitely intentional. Like, and it's a screaming, as I said, variance. We're going to see a lot of variance. We're going to see these people on screen, I feel like. And then, as I said, it's called Secret Wars, and they're talking about recasting and rebooting, right? So to me, every person on the screen is going to be in the movie. I feel like that, some form or shape. We're going to witness this. How it's going to happen, the storyline, obviously, that like they're going to obviously make a somewhat decent storyline out of what's going on, and it's not going to be exactly T for T. Like, it's going to be obviously a movie version of the comic books, right? Like they did with Thanos. Everything wasn't regarding the Thanos storyline that we've seen. Everything wasn't obviously exactly as it was in the comics. They did their own version, obviously, of certain stuff. The fight scenes between Hulk and Thanos, Thor with the hammer, love, all this type of stuff. Obviously, they do their own interpretation of what's going to go on, but we are going to witness something really good if they going down this. It seems what some variant type of thing to say goodbye to the old and bring in the new. That's what it seems like they're doing. And it keeps getting more and more. And no disrespect to Captain America, but I don't see this guy. I don't know why they gave him the shield and called him Captain America. I haven't seen a storyline if that actually is what happens regarding Steve Rogers giving the shield to the Falcon. I see him as a Falcon still. I don't see him as a Captain America. No disrespect, but I just feel like Bucky should have got the shield. As Bucky knows how to use it, he is also got the same. He's an enhanced, obviously, character as well. So giving this guy the shield doesn't make sense. He doesn't know how to use it properly. In my opinion, he should stay as he is, not Captain America. That's my views on it. Regarding that anyway. But I don't want to make this carry on too much regarding that anyway. But I just thought I'd give you a little bit of thought to what, little bit of conversation to what I was thinking when I say no disrespect to him, but I just thought the storyline that they did with obviously not only well, I liked the Winter Soldier and his series kind of not some of it was a bit draggy in here and there, but I liked that. But the way it came from that to the movie Captain America and Bucky went in there, that don't make no sense. And the way they did, yeah, the way they did the movie was just trash anyway. But yeah, I don't want to be. This is my opinion. I just want to see these people on camera. I want to see Miles Morales as well, as I said, repeat that on camera, and the real him as a real actor, like the real version, not the animation version. I'd like to see Storm again, Halle Berry Storm, and she's been doing movies a lot lately. And normally, when you see people like Hugh Jackman and these Halle Berry and still active in roles, movie roles right now, it's only a matter of time. It gives indication that she's going to be doing another movie that is of a higher caliber like this, like Marvel, um, and her role as Storm. That would like we ain't seen that in years, like her taking that role back on. And it's funny how they put that picture of her there. And Storm has been teased a lot as well here and there. Like she's a strong character alongside Hugh Jackman as well. He's a strong character of the X Men. Um, yeah, so these certain characters as well on screen. Um, yeah, they're there for a reason, man. This, as I said, I repeat, this is just a well thought out picture, and I don't. I know you said take it with a pinch of salt, but at the same time, don't like look into this and think why is that there? Because Marvel, especially of lately, they're very very intentional with what they do, and they're not confirming. As I said, they don't talk with words; they talk with like pictures and like um what you call visuals. You know what I mean? That's how they are. They'll tease you with pictures, especially pictures as well. As we've seen the Black Panther thing going on, they haven't said anything, but most people are not stupid. They can see that that's going to be Black Panther, right? Because of not their words but their actions. Like so, and that's what they've always been doing and been doing for some time now. So I feel like this is intentional for sure. Um, I just really excited what we're gonna witness here because this is just one up movie of many regarding Avengers, got like Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret Wars, and after that as well, we've got a lot of stuff going on, like Phase 7. We have a lot of exciting things going on um, regarding Marvel and their plans going forward. I just hope that they stick to it and it's not going to be no flops like we've been seeing of lately regarding their movies. Like I didn't really enjoy Fantastic Four as much as I thought I would. I didn't enjoy the Thunderbolts, the new AKA Avengers. I didn't even like that title because to me Avengers, yeah, I don't want to go into it too deeply, but you know what I mean. I didn't like their movies that they've done lately. I've been flopping if you ask me. That as I said, the best movie, if you want to call it, of lately that I kind of enjoyed, semi enjoyed, was Wolverine Deadpool. That's about it really. Um, there's nothing that I really thoroughly enjoyed that is of new of 2025. None of them. Seeing obviously the Red Hulk on screen, just seeing the Red Hulk on screen was okay, but the person that they casted to play that, I know the storyline. He's older, but I just didn't like the person they casted to play that role. Um, Even though he got maybe a lot of money for it, and he didn't do a bad job, but I just didn't like the storyline and so on and so forth. Anyway, man, I don't want to talk your ear off too much, but that's the way I think about my thoughts are regarding what's going on. I'd just repeat, like, what are we going to be witnessing here? Because the way they're talking and drumming up what's going on, they're doing a lot of teasing, a lot of teasing, and they have for a while. Um, all the way to revealing Doom as RDJ. From there, with you saw the little pictures with the seats of the cast. All the way from there, and that's been a long time ago, till like now, Black Panther new reveal, this um, X-Men, the new Phase 7, so on and so forth. They've been doing a lot of teasing, so we're waiting for now the action. Is it gonna be? Is it gonna meet up to our expectations? If that makes sense. Like, is it, or is it just gonna be a load of BS like before? Like, yeah, the new Avengers. Okay, man, that's just my thoughts regarding what's going on regarding Marvel and how they're doing stuff. Yeah, if you want to comment below regarding my talking points, keep saying regarding. But if you want to leave an opinion, your thoughts, please do comment below what you think. Are you excited to see the Beyonder, whatever Beyonders is it? Don't know much about him, or just like see Halle Berry again as a Storm. We already seen Hugh Jackman, but the characters, anything, please comment below and let me like say what's up. Let me know how you feel regarding it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, click on the bell. Be a part of the gang. We're gonna get to 1 million. That's our aim. You know who it is. It's me. I'm what's yes. Peace. Have a nice day.